Hello, wonderful people. Good to see you. Hello, Paul. Hello, Shirley. Let me see who else. Julie, good to see you. Good to see you. Well, I say that all the time, good to see you, but not really. I don't see you. Okay, you see me, but I don't see you. I hope everybody's doing okay. Okay, and yes, I'm live again. I mean, I'm alive anyway, and thanks God I'm alive, but I'm live streaming today again. Okay, and the reason why I'm actually live streaming, it's my wife. Okay, so you have to blame my wife. She said to me just about half an hour ago, just do live, okay, today. Why not? People waiting. So some people want to, you know, hear what you want to say or watch what you're doing. I'm still working on this piece. Yaroslav, hello. Who else? Zimi, hello. Who else here? Yes, please, if you here, introduce yourself, okay? I mean, just to write something in a live chat. So that would be really wonderful. So that way I know, you know, you here. For those of you who don't know me personally, my name is Alexander Grabovetsky, and I'm a wood carver. Okay, I just digging wood every day, pretty much since I was a child, and every day when I wake up, every morning I start carving, and late night I'm finishing. Okay, and now I'm doing also live streams. But anyway, so if you are watching me on Facebook, if you're watching me on Twitter, Periscope, or Twitch, I highly encourage you to go to my YouTube channel. Okay, YouTube channel would be youtube.com, obviously, / and my last name, Grabovetsky. Okay, Grabovetsky. Let me try one more time. All right, so youtube.com / Grabovetsky. Now, if you do have a Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and even TikTok, if you're really young, Woodcarver, Grabovetsky, that would be everywhere the same, okay? Instagram, uh, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, that would be the same. Just Woodcarver, Grabovetsky. Just follow me, okay? Don't forget, before too late, give me some love, all right? Give me some likes, give me some love. So hit that, whatever the whatever the platform you're on Facebook, like it, on YouTube, I guess also like it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I really encourage you, and hit that notification bell. But today's subject, let me see who else connected. Okay, Noni, Ricky, who else? Oh, there's a lot more people connected than in the chats. Okay, but anyway, today's subject, it's another question pretty much I'm getting all the time, especially on my school site, schoolofwoodcarving.com. And I understand the pain, the problem some people uh, having with that subject I'm gonna talk about today. And the subject today, if you are a wood carver or if you want to become a wood carver, should you be able to draw? Should you be really good drawer? Денис, привет, очень приятно видеть, okay? So should you be able to draw? And legit question, like I said, many people, they don't even touch gouge. I mean, they're not touching any wood carving tools just because they're afraid they're not going to be able, to carve anything before they learn to draw. Okay, and I'll try to answer to you in best of my ability, or at least it's going to be just my point of view. If you like my answer, that's fine. If you don't like my answer, hey, just walk away, okay? There's a really good verse in the Bible about those guys who don't like to say good words. They always say in bad words. It's actually about just one guy, and whatever he said in a bad way, it always comes back to him. All right, always. So now let me see. Before I start, I'm gonna read this comment from Paul. Do you find it is important to walk away from a big project from time to time and do quick, small projects? I'm working on a long project, but have to rest from time to time and carve something simple. Paul, legit question, a really good question, and that is why I'm working pretty much all the time on multi projects. Well, not as of a moment. I mean, right now I can't say because I refuse to take any big projects beside that one. But previously, I tried to work on multiple 2, 3 projects, 4, 5 projects at once, just because you get bored. It's number one. Second problem is you not only get bored, your eyes not just tired, but um, you're not catching mistakes anymore on that project, and that's a good idea to walk away and come back, and you'll see so what mistake you made and you can fix it. So of course it's a good idea, but it's off subject. Now to the subject. Should you be able to draw if you want to carve wood? Please understand, wood carving is a form of art. Drawing is also form of art. Painting, like fine art, it's also form of art. Sculpting, it's also form of art. But we all use different media, okay? So sculptor uses clay or whatever the media he likes. If he is stone carver, he uses marble or limestone or any other stones, carvable, of course. Let's say fine artist, he uses oil and nowadays it's just acrylic paints and the canvas. The guy who can draw, he doesn't have to be a fine artist. He can just use a piece of paper and draw with the pencil beautiful, stuff. There's watercolor artists, they have different techniques, and wood carving is also a form of art, and they're not the same, okay? So really, if you are a fine artist, let's say you paint with the oils, you really don't need to know how to do watercolor, okay? But it would help, obviously. And yes, if you fine artist, you still have to learn to draw. But nowadays, people call modern art, you really don't need to draw anything. Just take a brush and just a splash on that canvas, and just splash another one, put the stroke, put another stroke, and call it, hey, fine art, which is, I don't know, I mean, I still can't get it. Modern art, okay, I should say modern art, right? But that's not what type of art I'm talking about. Now, wood carving on its own, the answer is no. Okay, you don't have to be a good drawer. Really, no. I mean, absolutely not. So you have to learn skills of wood carving. You have to know the tools you're gonna use. You have to know the media, what kind of wood you're supposed to use. But really, you don't have to be a good drawer. Nowadays, you can just go online and, I mean, Pinterest. Just go even on my account, Woodcarver Grabovetsky, and you'll find, thousands of pictures from my school site. You can print them, you can scale them, and you can carve them. You really don't need to draw nowadays. But on another hand, I would say it's a good idea. I mean, it's an excellent idea to learn how to draw. And I'm actually planning a course. I asked question in one of my lessons online if it's a good idea to get to record the course, a video course about the design, about the laws of design, and also about the drawing, how to draw. And just show you my approach. And many people actually send me email back and they said, yeah, that would be wonderful idea. Especially, some people who took class with me in person, they know I'm a big on design. I'm huge, on design. So the right way, okay, by the law, okay, by the principles and so on. And it's not just about golden ratio. It's a lot beyond that. It's all mathematics, Fibonacci sequence, and a lot more, all about diagonals and so on. You know about those diagonals if you took class with me. I'm really big about Baroque diagonal and sinister diagonal, and the laws of movement, the laws of space, and there's a lot, uh, think about books just like that written about the design. And my plan is to start uh, it's going to be available only on a school site. Okay, please, if you watching me on YouTube and you trying to get some education or try to understand me, my approach to wood carving, it's not the best place. Okay, it's not going to be fair for people who signed up for my school. There's lots of videos on my school, and the video course with multiple videos about the design, and I'm gonna teach how to draw. It's gonna be available only on the schoolofwoodcarving.com, only on my schoolofwoodcarving.com, only for those people who's actually members of my school. But anyway, I think it's a good idea. Give me an idea if you like that idea. Let me see. I missed a lot of people. I'm gonna greet. Celso, good to see you. Now, let me give you a kind of practical tip how you can actually use some of the today's modern technology. In one of my last segments, in one of my last videos on a school site, I showed what you can do with just the today's technology right there. Yesterday, by the way, one of the Russian people, he said we have to use technology like computer drawings and stuff like this, but not everyone wants to pay thousands of dollars in 3D modeling and so on. But we're talking about the drawing today, okay? And you can use just iPad, pretty much just iPad. And the beautiful thing about it, you don't have to use paper, you don't have to use pencil, and you can still do some really complicated drawing or just a start. And you don't have to waste that paper. You can just wipe it. You can just get the new files and don't save it. But the tip I want to give you today about iPad, I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna love it. It used to be when I get project, I had to take piece of paper and draw and submit, and they have to review. Let's say about 10 years ago, I had a big project. It was a huge project, okay? So it was, I don't know, like 10 feet or so. And I didn't use any technology back then. What I did, I just got piece of paper, big piece of paper, and I spent many hours of drawing and just designing and stuff like this. Then I took a picture and submitted, because most of my customers, they don't live in my neighborhood, and they either overseas or really far from me. I took a picture, sent them that picture, and like almost all of the clients, they like to review, okay, and make some changes. I remember one lady, we did the house. It was a old house. It was like 1920. The house was built 1920, and she did some remodeling, and I did some carving in Moroccan style. And I was close by builder, and she said, and we're talking about Florida, okay? So it's a solid construction. It's not 2x4s. We're talking about the concrete blocks and so on. And she said, could you move that window like about 1 foot this way? No, you cannot. Okay, not all windows are movable, right? But anyway, clients are clients, and sometimes they get better ideas. And this client said to me, "Hey, I wanna get that acanthus and move this way. Can you do that?" And I said, "Of course I can do that. Absolutely. I mean, no problem, no problemo." So yeah, right. Yeah, of course. He doesn't understand what it takes. It's a piece of paper, and I took a razor and I erased everything, on a piece of paper, and spent again lots of hours of redrawing. Again, I took a picture, sent, for submission that picture, and he said, "Well, I would like to now change it this direction. Can we do that? And I'll see if which one I'm gonna like better." And I said, "I'm not gonna do 2 copies of 10-feet drawings. Which ones you're gonna like more?" "Okay, I'll do it." And I did it multiple times until we agreed what he likes, and I'm okay with that. I mean, it's just a world, it's just a business, okay? But it was so big pain on the lower part of your back. It's hey, it's just really inefficient. I spent too many hours. And nowadays, we do have iPads, and the same project, it's gonna take me just seconds. I can save one file, copy that file, redo that file. I don't have to erase it and just spend many hours, erasing it and redraw and then erase again. I'll save those copies. I can actually even don't have to redraw sometimes. I can just crop, I can just twist, I can do a lot of stuff. But let me see who jumped in the chat. Good to see you, Richard. Олег, привет. Привет, Твери. Спасибо большое. Спасибо большое. Okay, let me see who else. Okay. SJH0010. It sounds like a CIA agent or something. But thank you very much for your comment. Wonderful. Thank you. But anyway, let me show you that tip, okay? So, and that tip would be, I think you're gonna love it, okay? So the beautiful thing about iPad, so you can actually spend only like $10 on application, and you can draw right to scale, 1:1, and print that and glue that piece of paper on a piece of wood, right on the wood, and carve it, okay? Here's my iPad, all right? And what I'm gonna do, so I'll just show you one of the programs. By the way, there are multiple programs, multiple software you can use, but I like a few of them, but the most what I like, it's probably the most common one, okay? And that would be Procreate, okay? So let me show that to you closer, okay? Let me show that to you closer. First of all, hello, all right? And let me show you my iPad. So hopefully you can see my iPad. And now here is a Procreate. Okay, let me rearrange it. And I can just show you one of the projects. Let's say I'm working right now on this part right there, okay? So we're talking about this part, okay? And that's what I did. I'm pretty much what I did, I printed that, from drawing from iPad, and I scaled it. But in this case, I did that, I exported that and I imported that in SketchUp, and from SketchUp I scaled and so on. But, I didn't have to do that, all right? So let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. By the way, that is the whole project. So I'm not going to show you too much of it, but you can get an idea. And you can draw lots of different details, of course, for the wood carving, just to save it. Let me show you just what you could do, all right? So right there in the right upper corner, there's a plus sign. You hit that, okay? And there's a different sizes you can choose. But there's another small plus. You can hit this small plus, and you can see in the upper right area there's the dimensions, and it just shows pixels. Okay, so it shows pixels. But what you have to do, look at the left, little lower left. There's going to be different options, and I can choose. If I'm in the United States, I'll choose inches. If you are in European countries or anywhere pretty much in the world, not in USA, so you can just do, you know, centimeters and millimeters. You choose inches, and let's say you've got like a block of wood. Let's say you got, I don't know, I mean, tell me, okay, let's say the like 8 inches by 12 inches, or 8 1/4 inches block of wood by, you know, 6 7/8, or no, let's 6 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so let's do that. What did I say? I said 8 1/4 by, what did I say, by 6 3/4. Okay, here you go. DPIs, that would be too much DPIs. I'll take 300 DPIs. 300, it's how many drops per inch, by the way, to print. So it's going to be really fine, you know, super fine. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't even see it right there. Okay, take a look. 8 1/4. If you look at the upper right corner and go back to the left lower corner, and you just choose that and hit create. Here you go. So now my canvas, it's exactly the size of piece of wood I have to work on. Okay, so, and I think it's a really good tip. So now well so now I can just design whatever I want to. All right, I can just draw like a piece of paper, and I like by the way peppermint pencil. That is one of my favorite, and you can just adjust whatever the pressure you want to do, and so on. And here you go. Here you go. So you can start drawing whatever you want to draw. It just feels like a paper. All right, and you know that is going to be to scale whatever the development you're going to do. And what you have to do, just export that, or just to print on a piece of paper, and it's going to give you exact measurement. Okay, exact measurement. I hope you like that tip. But today's subject, I was talking about if you would carver, you have to be, or not, or you don't have to be a good drawer. So if you have technology, let's say iPad or even Android pad, there's different applications, like application called Painter, I believe is what I used on Android. And you can start, you can just practice, you know, just whatever, just to practice, you know, just the basic steps until you become proficient with the drawing. Okay. Also, what you could do with this program, you can pretty much insert a picture. All right. So you can just do, let's say, hit that plus thing, and you can insert in this drawing some kind of picture. Okay. So I think it's just really, you know, really awesome. Okay, like it if you like it. Like it if you like it. Okay, let me see chat. Thank you very much, wonderful people. There's a lots of different chat activities I missed. Stanislav, he wrote that in Russian language. There's a cantus, you know, live we did in person in class in Mark Adams School. It was just 1 week long, and he asked me to do that online, and that is the plan. Okay, that is the plan. Станислав, мы к нему обязательно придем, обязательно его сделаем очень скоро. Очень скоро. Ну, даже вот на этой резьбе я много таких делаю всяких элементов, которые очень похожи. Так что, если вы член моей школы, то welcome посмотреть Venetian style. Okay, now I'm gonna tell in English. So, we're gonna do someday on a school site acanthus like that, and we're gonna do a lot more acanthuses. We've done multiple, few acanthuses actually, not a lot, but you know, Grecian acanthus, Roman acanthus, we did Corinth acanthus, and I'm planning to do Byzantine acanthus. I'm planning to do Italian acanthus. I'm planning to do German acanthus, French acanthus, English acanthus, Russian acanthus, Norwegian acanthus, Chinese acanthus. It's just in the plans. Belgium acanthus, they're all different. Okay, so we are planning to do that. Now let me see who else. Okay, wonderful people. There's a lots of different chat activity, but I don't see any really good question. Maybe I just missed something. I think it's enough for today. If you wanna see how I work on this piece, step by step, pretty much, I'm just showing. You should become member of my school. It is a subscription based, month to month or yearly subscription. Welcome to check it out. Schoolofwoodcarving.com. Schoolofwoodcarving.com. Also check my calendar on the same website, schoolofwoodcarving.com, and menu. It's going to be in person. Check my calendar for this year. I think available spots in Maine, what's left, okay? In state of Maine. That would be coastal workshops. Just to check this out and book that pretty much sooner the better, otherwise it's going to be gone like Mark Adams' school gone. I mean, school is not gone, a school is still there, but my class was sold out pretty quickly, so it was filled up, and that's usually the case in Mark Adams' school. It just fills really quickly. Now, don't forget to give me some love. I need it. Give me some likes. I really need it. And again, if you have a YouTube, I'm sorry, not YouTube, but Facebook, if you're older person, just go on Facebook. If you're a little younger, if you have a Instagram, or if you're really young, go on a TikTok. And if you're lazy, because lots of ladies like Pinterest, just go on Pinterest, and that would be Woodcarver Grabovetsky, and follow me. Okay, so I post lots of pictures on, especially on Pinterest. Okay, especially on Pinterest. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Oh, okay, hold on. When you print, or when you print it, do you print it in a pieces? Yes and no. Okay, yes and no. Let me show it to you. Okay, that is an excellent question. Hold on just a second. This piece is big. Okay, so see, that is my hands, and here's my print. And also, you are part of my school. Am I correct? You should watch Venetian style carving. There's a lot of segments. Right there is a printout. It's 10 feet long. How do I print that? I don't have a plotter. I don't have a big printer. I just go to FedEx. It's a go-to place, or sometimes UPS store. They do have a big plotters. Okay, they can print me huge pieces, and I paid like $27 for the print. I thought about buying big printer plotter, I should say, because uh, there's no such a thing as a big printers. There's a big plotters, but they're expensive. We're talking about like the good one is about $3,000, $5,000, and they take space. And I really already don't have too much space left in my smaller shop what I have right now, and it doesn't cost a lot. I mean, 36 by 48 inches, 3 feet by 4 feet piece cost about $9 to print. Okay, so it's cheap if you're using for some unique pieces and so on. But also on another hand, that's probably not going to be always the case. Let's say I need just a small detail. Let's say just if I'm working on just a small detail and I need to print this out, what I'll do, I'll just go to my drawing, and I can just print just a small section, okay, just on my home printer, and I can work from it. So I can just print multiple with no problem if I don't want to go and if it's a small piece, right? Hope it helps. Okay, let me see this question. Tiny effort. Alex, do you think old world wood carvers like Green Gibbons would have used computer programs in their carving if they had been available back then? I suspect they would have. I think so. Oh, absolutely. I mean, why not? I mean, he did a lot of drawings, okay? So there's still some pieces, I mean, not pieces, but some drawings he did, but he never carved, okay? It also was a pain on a rear part, how you call this, gluteus maximus. Uh, he did drawing, but the client refused that and he had to redraw. Green Gibbons absolutely would do that. It was the same subject as a sandpaper. I mean, if they would have a sandpaper back then, would he use it? Absolutely he would, okay? He used reed rush, okay, Dutch rush, so to sand it. So he didn't have a sandpaper, but he used just whatever they had, absolutely. And glues, exactly the same idea. I mean, the same question, if they would have a tie bond back then, not only Green Gibbons, Tillman Riemenschneider, 15th century Germany, would he use tie bond 2 or tie bond 3, tie bond 1, or original tie bond? Absolutely, I think so. Why not? Okay, let me see. Maybe I missed some question. When you print, do you print in sections, then piece together? If I'm using small printer, yes, I can piece together. I can just print a normal piece of paper, 8.5 by 11 inches on a small normal paper, and then I just put them together. Hold on just a second. Let me show that to you to prove the point, if I have it. Here you go. Found it. It's messy. But anyway, take a look. Here you go. I used just normal paper, piece that together. I didn't even glue. I just used green tape to put that together when I was working on details on one of the pieces. But that is what I do. That is what I do. Okay, let me see what Shirley says. I print mine out of regular laser paper, then I lay them on light board and tape them together. Wonderful idea. Absolutely wonderful idea. I do have a light board, a small one, and that's brand new. I never used that, and it's laying somewhere. But it's easy to find it. But it's a wonderful idea. That's I mean, I probably should do that too. But let me see who else. Yeah. And I think that's it. Okay, I'm not gonna scan all of the chat. Michael from Vermont. Hello, hello. Okay, wonderful people. I think that's it. I'm gonna finish today's live stream. I have to record for my school, and I still have to finish this piece. Have to work on it. Don't forget to like it. Don't forget to subscribe it. I really do appreciate. I really appreciate even the fact you always here. I really do. Okay, I really do. Share it. If you are on a Facebook, just hit that share button. Even if you're watching me on YouTube, there's a below video a share option, and just to share it, whatever you can share, I would really appreciate, because it's gonna help. Okay, it's gonna help. I have to say you goodbye now. I'll see you in another live stream. Have wonderful and blessed rest of your day, whatever, if it's night or morning in New Zealand or Australia, and early morning if you are in California or Alaska, so our far east. Have a wonderful and safe rest of your day. Give a gift of a smile to someone today. Smile, and they will be smiled to you back. Okay, have a good one. Bye.